Alright, welcome YouTube. This is Moria17, and I'm going to show you another quick build that I enjoy playing. This guy isn't quite as high level as some of the other ones. He's only 56. Still working him up there, but I do enjoy playing this guy. He is quite fun. And so this is a shadow, which I have turned into a trap shadow. And this is the first trap shadow I've ever done, but I enjoy it quite a bit. So we'll just run right into the gear. I'm using wands currently because everything is based off of spell damage. I'll show you why. So I have Flame Dash with added lightning damage and faster casting. I don't use it a whole lot, but sometimes it helps to get out of the way, and then I swapped it out for lightning. If I wanted to do, say, a lab run, I'd swap that out. I use Summon Chaos Golem for the physical reduction, and then I use added lightning damage support on him, and then I have Discipline for extra energy shield right now. I have Ice Trap, which is my single target attack, along with Controlled Destruction, Concentrated Effect, and Increased Area Effect. The only reason I added the extra Increased Area Effect is because it was running a little small with the Concentrated Effort, so I added it in to kind of offset so that it'll still do a pretty decent area. I am thinking about taking that back out and putting something back in there, but for now, that's what's there. The other thing I run is Frostbite, which is connected to Herald of Ice and Hypothermia, which helps to freeze pretty much everything on sight. Curse on hit, of course, with Frostbite. I don't know. You don't see a ton of Frostbite up. Nothing lives long enough to really to stay up. I have nothing in this one because I haven't had a need for it yet. Basically, and I don't need a whole lot of mana regeneration. I did in the beginning, but now it's not so bad. If I'm chunking a bunch of traps, it can get pretty bad. Now, I don't just use Ice Trap. I use these boots. These are nice. Deerstalker deerskin boots. They're not that expensive. You can get them. Socketed gems are supported by a level 11 trap. Now, eventually, this doesn't work, but for now, it does. Now, you get the evasion rating, you get life, you get plus 15% trap throwing speed, and you get 30% increased movement speed for 9 seconds after throwing a trap. So, you run around and throw a trap, and whoop, then you run around much faster. So in the middle of fighting, it's really good. I'd love to be able to keep these all the way up, but for now, they work really great. Eventually, I'll want a level 20 trap, which I have here as level 5 right this minute. I guess I could put that in there so it's leveling, huh? Anyways, so what I'm using on that is Vortex as the trap with increased area effect, cluster trap support so I can throw several of them, and ice bite support so that it continues to freeze. And that's the basic build. I throw multiple traps quite regular, and then when I need to fight something singular,
just need a moment.
I throw the single ice traps. I also use those in the middle of the fight, and you'll see me here in just a second. I throw several different versions, chunk it all in there together. I'm currently still uncruel in Act 4, not quite done with Act 4 yet. The build works fine. It's just an absolute blast to play. I'll show you the aqueduct real quick. I simply enjoy playing this. I've never done a trap build before, and I like it. I really do. The idea could be to go eventually CI. I don't know. We'll see. You do have to be able to move a little bit. And you can see I'm throwing I threw the group traps, and then through the boom. That single just wipes them out. You see, anything that does happen to get through is frozen solid. I'll throw the single right in the middle of the pack, along with throwing the multiples. And you can see just how fun that is. I mean, that's a blast, right? And you just have to get used to throwing traps. And you can see I'll keep smashing it where they can't. And that's sometimes, when you're throwing 2, 3, or 4 sets in a row, I'll run low on mana. So that mana regeneration is helping me a little bit. I'll show you my tree real fast. Nothing amazing. I am thinking about doing CI. I don't know yet. I still need to get some more life and energy builds, things of that nature. It's a possibility. I might do that. The problem is if I do have that, I need to get over here and pick up Zealot's Oath, but we'll see. And then pick up these, I don't know. We'll see. I need more life. I'm still debating, but I came out of Shadow, grabbed the elemental damage, or grabbed Trickery for elemental resistance. I did have this at one point, 18% mana, and I had no problem throwing, but I jumped out of it because I felt like I had too much mana, but now I feel like I don't have enough without it. So, but my next group that I'm going into, I just picked up the. Well, anyways, I went through and grabbed Blood Siphon, so I've got the 5 life gain on kill, maximum life. I've got Elemental Focus, I've got Coholder Calculation, which is really good, 12% increased damage, 20 intelligence, and 20% increased mana regeneration. Saboteur, so I can throw the additional trap. I grabbed the life over here, and then I grabbed all these trap nodes. I'll eventually grab this one as well, and then I want to grab this life here, definitely. And then I grab this cold and freeze and all that stuff, and then this gives me 5% chance to freeze, 5% chance to freeze enemies which are chilled, and has become chilled as they unfreeze. So this is great for what I'm doing. And I grabbed Area Effect just to increase the vortex. I have mana regeneration, my energy shield, then I have life here as well. I do want all this energy shield, and I think what I'll do is go over here and grab Zealot's Oath, and then I can come up here and grab Chaos Inoculation, and then grab these. I think that would work pretty good. And then I could drop some of these life nodes, since I'm going to go down to 1 anyways. I could drop some of the life nodes. Like here, I could drop these and instead go across and grab mana. Or a power chart. You know, I don't know. Things I'll figure out as we go along. But I'm going down here because I'm going to put a jewel in. I think I'm putting in traps and mines, additional physical damage, 25% chance to poison on hit. Yeah, so I'll be poisoning along with freezing and doing all the damage we're doing. But yeah, man, this build is so fun to play. I've almost stopped playing every other build I have just because of how fun this is. You can see the damage is good. It's not over the top, but it is good. Granted, I'm only, you know, in the 50s right now, and we haven't hit that wall yet, but I mean, the damage is great. This build's only going to get better as we go along. It clears really fast. It works really fast. You know, it's one of those builds where you could see clear speed being big on this as you get into maps, and that's what I'm really playing this for right this minute, is say, you know, how's this going to work in maps, how's it going to work with the higher stuff, how's it going to work with the CI, you know, is it going to be defensive, is it going to be defensive enough, all these things I'm looking at, and I think it will be. I really do. I foresee this being one of the major builds that I run. It's so funny, I did not play traps for so long, and yet it is an absolute blast. I need to just keep leveling up that trap support, because eventually I'll have to get rid of these boots. What it doesn't kill, it freezes. What it doesn't freeze, you know, it chills and then immediately does freeze. And freezing is one of my favorite mechanics in the game. And look at that. Nothing survives in there. I love it. It's just fun. It's enjoyable to do. This is turning a little bit more of a this is what it is build or video, but that's alright. I'm gonna start putting up videos of me leveling this guy and just having fun with him. Yeah, you're supposed to trigger the trap. Also, once I get my ascensions, which I haven't done yet, once I get the ascension, you get the skill that when one trap goes off, all of them go off, which is nice. So no more unused traps, and they'll all just start going off. And you see how fast that's killing them. The damage is not even huge, but it sure is doing a lot of damage. As you can see, the single target on this is what's really causing a ton of damage to this bird. I mean, granted, this other stuff is working, but it's the single that's doing a good large portion of that damage. And you watch his health here. Alright, he lands. Now watch his health. Let's throw the singles in there. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, it just takes him out. So that's why you want to keep that one focused in and make it do as much single damage as you possibly can for your bosses and stuff, you know. And you don't have to throw the ice trap. You could do this with fire traps. You could do this with, you know, other sorts of traps. It'd be completely up to you. You could use different spells. The reason why Vortex works so good with this trap is because it stays and does damage. If you put in, say, you know, Spark, for example, it's just going to go boom and done. And you're not going to get quite the effect that you're getting with Vortex, because Vortex, as you can see, sits and spins. Now, if I added a red onto that and made it increased duration, those things will sit there and spin for quite a while. Yeah, 2 sets of them, and look.
Just need a moment to catch my breath.
When he's saying that, it's because I just threw, you know, all the, I just threw all the singles in there as well. I mean, why not? It might be a group, but you throw the singles in there, it hits, and it's hitting big enough that it's affecting more than just 2 or 3. I mean, I could throw just those traps and kill groups of them. You can see how big that explodes. And I do have to do some retreating because, you know, why not? I'm throwing stuff, so I don't mind doing retreating. Boom. So there you go. I mean, that's the basic build. That's how it works. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And you know, if you're running a different kind of trap build, let me know. But experiment with the spells and figure out what you like best. I happen to love cold and all that stuff, so that's what I like to use. And Vortex is my favorite to use. It's one of my favorite skills out there. So Vortex is fun for me to use, and so if I can use it in a trap, all the better, right? Whenever I enter a new area, I haven't been in a high gate yet with recording, it does this. Stagger, 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 stagger. Alright, so I will talk to you later. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Leave some suggestions down below how to improve the build. For my rings, nothing special. Mana regeneration, dexterity, intelligence, evasion. I'm working on resistance. Then up here, I think it's life regeneration. Just one I put on. But I'm definitely probably going to go down the road of a little bit of life regen. Although getting down here into that life regen is not going to be easy. So I don't know that this is going to help me getting over this hill. So I'm not 100% sure. It might. It might not. I have to get to some of this down here. And that's going to be a little difficult considering everything else I've done. So who knows. We'll keep messing around with it and go from there. But until then, we'll talk to you later.